Season 5 of Vanguard is what I would consider the best update content-wise we have ever gotten from any seasonal content COD yet. Unfortunately though, the season just had to be for this game, and it had to be so late in the game's life that it almost means nothing. Yes, I know I'm a little late to the party with this new season, but as I said, it just had to be this late in the game, and it had to be for Vanguard. Basically what I'm getting at is that I really don't care about Vanguard in the slightest anymore, and even though the update content wise was crazy, I really don't care because I just don't play the game. Even in the background gameplay, I'm not even playing the new map or even on the new season, because when I went to play the new map in season to just check it out, everything was behind the paywall. And the two games I did play on the new map were just a bunch of stinky, sweaty nerds playing like there's $1 million on the line. It wasn't fun in the slightest, and I just ended up uninstalling the game since I don't even play it regardless. Now, for those two games I did play though, I will at least tell you that the new map, Beheaded, was by far the best map to come out of Vanguard. Without a doubt, I would say this is the best map in Vanguard, and arguably in the past 3 years of COD. This map reminds me of Shadows of Evil from Black Ops 3, which I love as I already adore Shadows, and the map has just so much more depth to it than any other map we've seen so far out of this game, that it just makes it so much better. From the subway system under the map to all the buildings and entryways you could weave in and out of, and all of this while not promoting camping and keeping players moving. Literally, this is all I want from Call of Duty maps. Maps that are fun and unique. This map is literally a destroyed New York City in the 40s. It's fire. If only the skill base didn't ruin the game for me, and if the map came out earlier in this game's life, I would be on this 24/7. And on top of that, we also got arguably the best cosmetic content yet, even though it's basically just content from other CODs put into this one. All that content though, basically being Raul Menendez from Black Ops 3, which we all know, Al-Assad from COD 4 is here, Sarah from Black Ops 3 is here, and Rourke from Ghost is here if y'all even know who that is. And on top of that, there's this new Umbrella Academy characters coming out, which I personally haven't seen the show, but the characters look tight. Also, one big thing that's been getting a lot of attention with this new season as well is the EM1 from Advanced Warfare coming back. Technically, it's not the EM1, it's the EX1, but to save you the confusion and time, it's just the EM1 laser gun from AW. And all of this is in one update. Unfortunately, most of it is behind the paywall, which sucks, but this is all I really want from my COD. Good updates that are fun and just break free of what the game really is, so just not being solely a World War II, this is what it is, this is how it's gonna be. Or, if anything at that, it should just prove that a COD mobile style game for consoles and PCs would be incredibly successful, since you could just bring the best of all CODs into one, and then you could keep the Modern Warfares and the Cold War games staying in their respective era over there, and people will stop complaining that there's no fun things in these Cold War games, but when you do add fun things, oh, it's a Cold War game, it's not Cold War, so you keep that all over there, and then you have a COD mobile style game over here. I just think that if you had something like that, it would kind of work out a little bit better, since, I mean, regardless with the COD community, you're never going to make them happy, but still, if you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Regardless though, all of this content is what I personally love to see. I genuinely believe that if COD does more updates like this, a lot of the community would be much more involved in the game, because it adds a much more fun factor to the game when usually the game is just boring maps and guns on top of lackluster gameplay and strict skill base. It's really just not that fun, but having cool guns and maps on top of lackluster gameplay and strict skill base, it makes the game more fun and enjoyable for players. Also, on top of this update as well, we also got a new zombies map, I think. I honestly don't know if it came out or if it's later in the season. I know it's there on the roadmap for sure, but I have genuinely seen zero videos or zero information on the map, and I didn't even bother to look because, as every zombie players can agree on, this game's zombies mode is trash. Nobody cares honestly, and that's why I haven't seen anything. I've honestly seen more on Black Ops 1 speedruns recently than this new map, so to save us some time, we can just go ahead and say the new map probably sucks and has a reason that no one's playing it or talking about it. One last thing though that I do want to talk about is the Battle Pass. Now, this season's update is arguably the best Battle Pass we have seen yet. I would say the only ones that can compete with this season is Season 5 and 6 of Cold War, and maybe Season 6 of Modern Warfare. But this Battle Pass though just has so many cool cosmetics you could get, from just simple skins that just actually look good and aren't really crappy skins, to literally dark matter as one of the guns. I honestly don't understand why these skill-based CODs wait to the very end to put in good battle passes, because honestly there would just be so much more incentive to grind these battle passes if I could get these skins in Season 2, not the last season of the game. Hopefully in the future though, they do add crazy battle passes like this sooner in the game's life, because I do think that it will only have positives to it, but for whatever reason Activision isn't doing it, I'm probably going to assume that it's not going to happen anytime soon. So I'm sure they have their own reason why they don't do that, but still, it would be nice to see good battle passes in the game from launch to the end. But overall though, cosmetic and content wise, I would argue this is the best one we've gotten yet. This content drop should honestly be the template for future seasons and future CODs, and is one of the rare seasons I've seen a majority of players like. And again, it really does suck that this kind of season has to be for Vanguard and has to be this late in the game when the majority of the core players are gone. Hopefully in the future they do things like this sooner, because I just don't see any negatives to it, but who really knows. Let me know though if you enjoy seasons like this that are just crazy, or you want COD games to stick to the respective settings of the game solely and not really venture out into other content, you could say. If you did enjoy the video though, make sure not to leave without leaving a like and subscribing for more COD content like this. But until the next time, see ya.